The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Yeah, I'm going to get more towards the park, basically.
So, while this is going on the comms, just as an aside, a little cutaway, there is a bleeding man in what, in an inadequate business suit. He's lying on the side of the road, holding his head, with blood is gushing out of it. He's like, fuck, man, that fucking Jesus Christ! And another ice thing crashes into his leg, and he's like, Jesus fucking hell! A well-dressed gentleman with dark hair comes out of the alleyway, and he's just sort of standing there. He's like, you look like you're in trouble, friend. What the fuck kind of statement is that? Would you like me to take the pain away? What? Would you like me to take the pain away? All you have to do is wish it. What? What kind of crazy shit? Your injuries can be taken from you. All you have to do is wish it. Do you want the pain to end? Yes! God! What kind of idiot question is that? Yes! Yes, I do! Done. Another ice ball, significantly larger than the others, just falls out of the sky and smashes the guy's skull open, and he dies instantly. The well-dressed gentleman smiles and walks away. Rounded. Ridiculous. So you're still on the comms, I believe?
Yeah. So the plan is basically like, I assume, so what's their plan for the day, I guess, is Soviet goes to a new place and then starts repelling the ice, and then we run, like, moving people around on the ground.
A smart girl would stand on top of the edge of an ice shelf and just create overlapping things, so she doesn't have to be on the ground and therefore doesn't have to deal with crap.
I mean, I assume she's on top of, like, whatever tallest roof or something.
Yeah, I'd fly up to somewhere high as opposed to being
Okay,
on the
so
street.
it's going to take you about half an hour and a power stunt to create a thick enough self-sustaining shell over each area.
How many areas? So how many areas?
I'm
do you
guessing,
need for the
yeah,
whole city?
per...
No, you just said exactly one and one through the whole area.
Well, I'm actually guessing, based on the scale, that there would be about, 12 or 15 areas?
Yeah.
At least, yeah,
And it would take you all day.
pretty much.
So I'm going to spend the day roughly following Soviet and
Getting pictures of Soviet. Good, good.
Oh, yeah,
Pictures of
except
Soviet-
for the cold rock space.
pictures
Yeah,
of
everybody control
yeah,
post.
the damage, EMTs saving people.
Captain Break, everything helping out in the carnage.
So
The
we
gamer's suspiciously absent, and of course you're somewhere. I think you're heading to the
Kidnapping more
church, was it?
children or something.
No,
are you guys basically pulling Smokey and the Bandit duty for me while I'm out there?
Yeah.
You're
I'll
not
also
Smokey
be-
and the Bandit 2, where you just stop a lot and do nothing.
Dom DeLuise isn't funny somehow.
Yeah. It's actually more like, here's the cast of Cannonball Run in a Bandit movie.
Yeah.
And I'll also be keeping an eye out in case you get attacked again.
Yeah,
Basically
that's
as
what we've
bodyguard
got the
duty.
comms open for that.
Yeah.
So we're like helping people while she's stopping the snow, the hail, and then once crap show up.
Okay, so basically, because you guys are big heroes, at some point a crap APC is going to get on the tail of the Nisa, but you like lose them obviously very easily.
Can we just sit and
We try not to get bogged down in any long fights. All
Yeah.
show up and it looks bad on the media if we fuck up all the law enforcement.
Yeah.
And judging from your previous roles, the law enforcement get the upper hand on you every time after an initial success.
Yeah.
So they have learned quite thoroughly that the self-righting system needs to be more than just a little rod.
Oh, I would say to flip the vehicles.
They've already learned that.
Yeah,
doesn't
they
it?
learned that the first time.
What I do want to do is I want Bazooka Cop to pop out the top of the APC and fire a shot at your vehicle. So I'm just going to see if that hits. What is the dodge of the Nissan?
You're right.
Probably related
Vehicle
to
It's
driving.
surprisingly agile.
Yeah, so it moves at 500 miles an hour.
Not in the city.
Not in the
it
city, it
doesn't.
doesn't. But vehicles don't have dodge so much as they have
Toughness.
toughness.
Oh, in that case, the hit is guaranteed. That's not good for you.
Unless you do evasive driving.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do evasive maneuvers if it's Bazooka Cop, but like...
Yeah, he's got a new bazooka.
Do you want like a,
standard
This is
one.
the
do
first
you want like a
time he's
driving
ever-
roll, or...?
We'll do a driving against his shot. We'll try that. Oh boy.
20.
Yeah, you win. Okay, so the bazooka shot streaks right past you and into another crap APC, and you watch as the shot hits, and the armor on the back of that APC is just blown the fuck off.
Are there still people alive in the vehicle?
I'm going to say yes.
So I stop and try to remove people from the vehicle that is exploding.
How suddenly are you stopping?
Safely.
No,
No, I mean like,
do you stop the brakes and the car behind you slams into you?
Is he in a vehicle right behind me?
yeah, he was chasing you in an APC.
Yeah, so I would stop pretty suddenly, but try to like verp
Don't
to
worry,
the
he'll
side
come up
so
right
it just,
behind.
shoots past.
So another rocket, another bazooka shot streaks right past where you would have been had you not stopped.
yeah.
And it's going to hit the side of a building, and the side of the building is going to go, and the building's going to go,
Are there people in that building?
not anymore.
Oh.
He just killed a building full of people with a stray bazooka. No. Let's see, where would you be? Yeah, we could call that an empty building because no one would come into work. We can do that.
Okay.
So, it doesn't take you much to realize that he's firing some kind of anti-Nizar round, and how effective it would be is unknown.
Yeah.
But it seems to fuck regular APCs firmly in the ass. You save a couple of cops and drag them into your car and drive off before he can come around for another shot.
Oh, hello, Black Knight.
Nope, these,
Oh,
are, these are the craps.
These are crap officers. Yeah.
One of them's one of them's like you know, in ill-fitting body armor, and he like has a huge afro, and he's like, okay, so you saved my life from the crazy guy with the bazooka, so I'm not gonna kill you.
I would hope that was the conclusion you would jump to.
Yeah, I'm smart. Don't let the skin color fool you. I have revitiligo. I'm supposed to be white, but every day I can just get blacker and darker again. So I actually can think. I'm not like regular. I'm not like black people, which is just ignorant motherfuckers stealing and robbing and killing. I'm intelligent. I'm supposed to be white.
I love Jamal. He's fucking awesome.
He pulls a drumstick out of his afro and starts eating. Have you ever considered calling yourself the White Knight? I mean, I realize the Black Knight is the traditional defender of the realm, but, you know, the White Knight has less fried chicken connotations and watermelons. Slice of watermelon.
But the suit is black.
I mean, you know, paint.
That would damage the joints.
Oh. I'm supposed to write that down, but, you know, lost my pencil somewhere. Maybe somewhere in the vehicle that saved my life.
So was it just Jamal in the vehicle, or were there just a couple?
No, there's a
cops?
bunch of other guys
That they're
there,
unconscious.
and they're just like. But they don't say that because he would kill them.
Yeah. Once I get past this shield, I'll be able to disable the vehicle.
I know. Listening internet, racist police officers. What?
What world?
It's a fantasy setting. It's...
Oh no!
Yeah, but I'll continue to human and then drop them all off at like one of the safe houses. Not my safe houses.
Okay.
You said like the police had safe places set up for
They do.
people. Yeah. Yeah.
With reinforced armored roofs and not much in the way of sides. Tent-like sides. You know, like those quick erect shelters, but this time with the idea that things are falling from above, and that's bad.
Yeah.
There are actually a couple of... You've been driving around the city a while, you've been flying around the city for a while, so you'll actually realize there are a couple of places in the city that are disturbingly free of storms. Like, there's just, like, clear air immediately above them, and there's, like, nothing going on there.
Okay.
One of them would be the Cursed Alleyway, or Bumtown, as it's known.
Yeah.
What a shock.
One of them would be the cemetery up near the police academy.
Again,
Yeah.
The other would be the police academy itself. Another would be the steam
Oh,
plant down
We
south.
killed all the cultists.
swimming there.
And the other would be the Cold Rocks Post. No.
So it makes storm.
Give me this idea!
Okay.
Wouldn't the DMV have their own?
No. Just build the building right.
Yeah.
So I can, like, mentally try to reach out to Simon, right? Like, in case he's listening.
Yes.
Simon,
Just make your thoughts shout.
Simon, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
There's someone I need you to look into for me.
Ooh.
There's a teacher. His name is Andrew Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to find out where he is and check his mental state. Because at 3:15 today in my time, he kidnapped a bus full of children.
Okay, I'm gonna try and find him. I'm currently at the academy. I'll have to check into this after I finish cleaning. Yeah.
Okay. I think things will have changed with the storm happening and global warming changing things anyway. It's best to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, we do the thing.
Give me a photography roll.
I was saying, guessing you're trying to find me to take
You're
pictures.
not hard to find. That I have con, so no any kind of chatter on that. That anything to that?
Photography.
Have
Didn't know.
It's amazing how you can get those high angle photos of it.
no low angle.
Okay, you're doing that. Simon will get back to me. He's like, okay, it appears he's taken a number of personal days recently for stress, work-related things. Apparently, he's a teacher at Richard Milhouse Nixon. He's filed several complaints against students in his class for things such as damaging his personal property and vehicles and such. And I don't know about his mental state. I'd have to actually find where he is. Oh, hang on a minute. The school. Oh, it turns out school's in. That's on the other side of town. It's going to take me a while to get there.
I can get you there.
That would be very suspicious.
Yeah. I can get you a vehicle sent to you, but I assume you'll get there quicker anyway.
I have to excuse my way out of work. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay.
Are there any signs that the storm has been abating in any way, or is it pretty much by the end of the day? Is it still kind of?
I mean, it's settled down into a regular storm that doesn't have typhoons and lightning strikes or basketball-sized hailstones,
Okay.
but it's still like a thunder, rumbling, heavy storm.
Yeah.
So where are you planning to put all this ice once the
Yes, that's why as soon as the storm basically abates
Oh, power
becomes-
is back on in the city at about 2:30.
and becomes like non-threatening, I'm gonna have to go around and work quickly to basically move all this ice out into the desert, because otherwise it's gonna flood the city
Fill the
when
lake
it melts.
Yeah, refill the lake.
refill
first.
the
Fill the lake first.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of water
Yeah.
already on the ground from before I even started doing this.
Groundwater. Ew.
But yeah, I can also fill the lake if we need to and move some there. In fact, we should probably refresh the whole Central Park area. It was looking pretty brown.
So this Cold Rock is in Nevada, right?
Yes.
So there are water reserves and stuff.
Oh, yes.
So we could there's places we could move clean water that we've got, right? Like.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the plan, I guess. We'll move it all to through the water reserves, and then just the rest into the desert. There's still too much. After we fill the lake, that's important.
I guess you turn in your photos at the end of the day, I guess. Well, let's see. Crap. Give you $2 for them.
I mean, he gave you 2,000 for not coming up with an idea.
He keeps on missing with decimal points. It's $200
Here,
note.
rush this one down to the print. Tell them, put it right under the headline. Pervert Mutant Flashes City. There you go. It's like an angle shot and you right up her skirt. Just rush it on down there and tell them to put it on that. That's the headline.
Will love that
Or
one.
give them a different photo with a different headline and tell them it was directly from him.
Look, did you want me to bin these ones, sir?
No, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, but those photos were good. I guarantee the guy who developed them has a whole set for himself.
He just made a backup of this one.
Yep, just a couple of backups.
Take it back down to the presses. Mutant. Leave off the word pervert. Sorry, so be it.
Helps prevent flash freeze.
Huh. Okay. You'll set that in there. Okay, that's the front paper. Page showing. So, you're the new photojournalist?
No, receptionist.
Huh.
And yeah, this is like day 2. I'm not really.
Where's Burke? What do I pay her for?
I don't even.
Echo.
I have to go.
Oh, there you are. I also need an article to go along with that. Something a little more wordy this time. Translation. I'm gonna need an article from you by Friday, or I'll just write a crappy one again. Don't bother spell checking it.
Yeah, I mean,
Neither the
Hey,
editor
she's
doesn't.
fluent in so many fucking languages, just apparently can't write. Good floor.
So what are you guys doing?
Well,
Simon will get back in contact with you.
you mean
Like,
after all the water
oh,
movements?
He feels highly unstable from where I am.
Is there any way
Like,
you can,
really angry.
Is there any way we can just keep an eye on him in case he does anything?
Well, I could arrest him.
For what?
Vagrancy? Truancy? Yeah, no, loitering. Or I could arrest him on suspicion of, and I'll just hold him for 24 hours.
they'd be angrier.
I think that would make the situation worse. Hang on. I'll sleep on it. Get back to me tomorrow.
Okay.
So, like,
Apparently he's forgotten that.
what?
He's forgotten that you said that today he was going to do something.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Just a general question. So I like sort of like control like the Drake charity drive, right? Like I control the money goes basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna divert some money
Interesting.
into the education system.
Fraudulent.
Yeah. So basically, the idea of the program is going to be to like better teachers to make sure our students are are really the upstanding members of society we need for tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's just basically like therapy for teachers. And it's just like a bunch of like teacher like perks for teachers, like better insurance, like discounted insurance and that sort of thing, to make his quality of life better.
Okay, but that's not going to stop.
It's not going to stop anything happening now, which is why I expected Simon, which I assume won't happen now. If anything happens today, to go like, there's a thing happening, and like we go resolve. But that is the plan currently, and I'm like assuming Simon's got a handle on doing it.
Honestly, law enforcement's got a big day. Had a big day today, full of shit going on, chasing us around.
Law enforcement isn't just Simon, though.
Well, Simon's going to keep an eye on him, but
Yeah.
what Simon, because he can't like just park outside the school and watch him, he'll park a little bit away and like just kind of.
Yeah.
So what he doesn't see is there's a well-dressed gentleman comes walking by into the staff room. He says, "You seem a little upset." Yes, actually, I'm quite frustrated. The students, you see, have broken my tape deck, and I really needed that. I really did. I happen to have another tape deck perhaps you could use. Would you like me to replace your broken tape deck? What I'd like is for them to learn some manners. See, if they knew what it was like to have something of theirs destroyed, I can arrange that if you want. Arrange them to learn this lesson. I couldn't possibly do anything against the precious little students, but you wouldn't be. I could just teach them this lesson for you and replace your tape deck. Is that something you think you would like? Well, I couldn't possibly have anything nasty happen to the little children, could I? The precious little safe little snowflakes? But if it were potentially possible for this to happen, just isolated, with nothing to trace back to you, is that something you would want? Yes. Yeah, I guess so. Hypothetically, sure, yeah, I guess. Granted. Good day. I will be back with the tape deck later. He walks out of the staff room.
This is the school the Light Brigade go to, right?
Yes.
So,
Your character's skipping school because
Okay.
an excuse is occurring.
no, sure. No, but like, it's like, are a bunch of this guy's problems my character?
I mean, you did steal his car that one time and park it on the roof.
Which is probably the biggest offense in this list.
It's the circle of life!
And, you know.
Just making sure.
So, also, just slightly following this, maybe there might be some, like, nasty students who experience traumatizing hallucinations that stop their hearts with fear. At which point Simon's going to be like, well, he seems a lot happier, but I did just notice the total mind density suddenly dropped by about 5 or 6 people in the school.
What?
I think... Oh, yeah, here comes some ambulance. Hang on a minute. Turns on his police radio. Oh. Some kids just died.
How?
A heart attack? No, they don't know. They just fell over dead? Hang on a minute. 15, 20 minutes past. Sounds like they died of heart attacks, although they've all got bleached blonde hair and terrified expressions on their faces. Oh, now the teacher seems really sad.
No, he's not a mutant. He doesn't have any powers like that.
No, he doesn't. I can't probe deeper. It would be immoral. And he hasn't done anything to warrant it. That is really sad.
Are the students related in any way?
And he stops communicating with you.
Sorry, man. Let's go.
He's a little busy.
Yeah.
Have we, like, so how much of the city have we done?
So your Light Brigade characters will notice a teacher try and commit suicide by throwing himself off of the top of the building
Oh my God.
and just float to the ground somehow, and then a police officer wheels up and arrests him. You're the character's not there, but everyone else does. This is a familiar police officer you've seen before.
Psycho.
Check the notes. There's the whole thing.
The psycho.
Psycho.
And he's bundled into the back of an ambulance.
So is this still private between you communing with Simon, or
This was mental communication because we
Yep.
don't use our comms with Simon.
Later on, the Light Brigade students will notice there's like a really good stereo in the classroom Mr. Robinson used to teach in. Apparently one of the dead students left it to him in his will.
Wouldn't our Light Brigade characters also know that all those students just
Are
bully the
douchebags,
shit out of him? Like, that's super suspicious.
Yeah. They were all like, not necessarily bullies, but they were all like sort of wastrel douchebag, like prankster assholes with no respect for anyone. Sort of like your character, but they were worse.
Yeah.
Like
I was gonna say,
Like
what's safe his
intentionally
character?
spiteful.
like intentionally spiteful little bastards.
Yeah, well, I mean, by this, like, they broke his tape deck for no reason. Like, my character would not have done that.
They
might
would
have
stole
sold
his car.
his tape.
In other words, they're modern teenagers from today.
Not all teen. Okay, yeah.
He's like, no, some of them are worse.
Jesus Christ, don't get me started. Alright.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
How much of the city do we end up, like, helping people in, slash, like, moving ice around in?
You know,
Over the whole day,
lower
the whole-
2/3.
Lower 2/3.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, we would probably just keep going, unless it's, like, all the way to the next...
It's a normal storm now.
That's a
You
normal storm
probably
now.
don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, we'll divert the water
That's when
and
we'll,
stuff now, then.
when we'll start diverting some of it towards the lake and.
So what are you doing, Mr. the Gamer?
I'm waiting to get home.
You've been home.
Oh.
Got home pretty much fast.
Outside and I'll go see what River's up to.
She's not home.
Right.
So you guys would have also seen Aegis leaping around, doing stuff.
Is he doing shitty person things, or is he helping as well?
He's like rescuing people and like he does the occasional thing like there's a wrecked car, so he'll like compact it and then like build a shelter out of compacted wrecked cars.
I mean, if he's not...
protect people until the proper EMTs can arrive, or he's like grabbing pensioners and like leaping away and coming back and just like moving people around.
Okay.
Every so
Which is similar...
Occasionally some crap rolls up on him, but he just like punched their APC down the street and it like turned into a little rolling ball of metal. Because he's that strong.
Yeah.
I mean, if we run into
But
him,
all
like...
the cops got out, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, okay. And we'll try to dissuade him from murdering the police.
Yeah, well maybe they don't want to. Maybe they should stop shooting bazookas at me then. Clang!
Just because they're retarded doesn't mean we can kill them.
Hey, they're not dead, they're fine. Also, et tu, Brute? It's like the smartest thing he knows and he's not even using it right.
No.
Anyway, I think I see a person there falling out of the building.
Gone. Risky.
Because he and I could actually work together because I have the super enhanced senses as well.
Yep.
So I'll direct him in places where he's
Okay,
needed.
cool. We'll add that to the list of things you're doing.
Well, if the domes are going up, I'll make my way.
Downtown, walking past. Homebound.
Make your way where?
To the Plastics Advisory Board.
Okay. Sure, you can do that.
Yeah, make sure I'm not being followed. Because I'm super fucking paranoid at the moment.
Perception check?
26.
You don't think you're being followed.
I don't think, but do I know I am?
You don't know you're being followed.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yep.
you're fairly certain your ass is clear.
Yeah. Make my way to the base. And see what's going on in the base, if anything's happening in the base.
The base is well protected, being quite deep,
Yeah.
and it is intact from the storms. You would have to go into the surface to see if any of the
Yeah.
exterior locations are damaged.
Don't worry about that at the moment. What I will be taking note of is figuring out exactly where the air tunnel goes into, and our train track,
Yeah.
and figure out if there's any other way, any other buildings in that path, or any way to get other access to the system.
Okay. The train, as was stated in like season 1, but not really utilized, also can go, if you switch tracks, it can go in, it has a secret entrance into the subway system.
Yeah,
And that goes everywhere.
yeah. It's somehow learning how to hook into that.
This actually came up last season because we had to run a bunch of cables through the subway.
Yeah,
after
Yeah, I think
we
you have to
built
just
themselves.
remove some of those like barrier things that they put up.
I mean, the
Isn't
train
that
can't
next
go
bit?
out into the subway, but
Oh, okay.
there is an exit that you can use to come and go into the base in the subway
so
system.
the best. Oh, yeah. So there's nothing on the communicator. The hello.
It is remarkably silent.
I'll call. Give everyone a call.
Yes.
What's up?
Yes. Huh?
When you're free, I need to talk to everyone. It's urgent.
Sure, no problem. Where do you want to talk? You guys, he probably means the base, right? You know, the base.
Maybe. Next time I see Aegis, I'm just going to tell him the communications are being monitored, so we can't talk too openly in the open chat.
Okay.
I'm going to explain that to him.
Oh, what's causing that, he will say.
So that was the Guardian robot attack that just took out all the communications, right?
No, it
No,
was
no,
the
no,
Dr.
it's the
Structure
Dr. Structure.
attack, and they're being routed through the
Yes.
aerial Guardian, which is currently grounded. Then you wouldn't be able to talk, so no, it isn't. It's just designed to withstand this now. Awesome, it just got an upgrade.
I'll explain that.
Oh, so that thing's the problem.
Oh
No,
crap!
no, that's not a problem. We need that, or there's no communication for the entire city.
Oh,
We just have to deal with the fact that our communication routes through everywhere else is at the moment. But once it gets up and running, which I'm working on, we'll be fine.
that was almost bad.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. You shouldn't do things like that, otherwise I would wreck them.
So if I'm at the base, I'll try doing different things with the computer, just seeing if I can write down the stuff that I noticed,
That you remembered.
that I remember from the program, and see what I can from that program, from other times I've accessed this system, see if there's anything that was telltale signs from what I remember. That if I look at a system,
You learn nothing new.
no, I didn't think I'd learn anything new. I'm just writing everything down, checking my emails.
There is an email from DD at worldnet.net. Oh, why wouldn't you? Oh, never mind. Maybe that's the joke. So why wouldn't you just put world.net? Anyway, okay. And it says, Nuke Slayer, you play game well. Have watched results on board. You have partner for competition?
I'll send back what competition, and I haven't asked anyone yet.
You will get immediate reply. Oh, game competition. I come see you. See how good. You still Nevada?
Yes, who is this?
See you soon. Dee Dee.
Great.
Soviets there. Hand on shoulder.
At the base.
Yeah.
I would actually say.
Gotta put some more in the cup.
No, you've already been compensated.
Okay, how far through our whole shtick will we have
You're
done?
done. You're done.
Oh,
You're
okay,
fucking
then.
done.
Okay, then I will return.
It
I
was.
will go to the base.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of like, we kind of just do this thing, and there's nothing we really should roll for it, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
just-
not really.
Well, it's more the
It's
fact that
we
because
did
of
need
the
to
timing.
just save the city, like.
I mean, I've done some example
Yeah.
bazooka cup stuff. So
It was
you
more
know.
the fact that because we rewound a bit for Xander, I don't know what time of day it was he contacted us.
Oh, like right at the end.
Okay.
Just so we're all
Make
on
it
Just
the
so,
easy.
yeah.
same.
Well, it would have taken me a fucking long time to get over to from my house across.
Hand on shoulder. I'm sorry.
What?
You'll find out tomorrow.
Please don't look at the paper tomorrow. He took the worst picture. The headline.
Why don't you destroy the bad pictures before they get to him?
Well, wouldn't she have to destroy the whole film? I mean, she wouldn't know until it gets developed.
Don't you just develop it and then take him the pictures and he flicks through?
Well, it's not a very good I mean, I can't frame things real well. It doesn't really seem to zoom. I don't know how they're going to turn out until they're developed, and then he gets the first look.
He's staring up.
Do you want a barrel camera?
Don't know how it's going to develop.
See, she gave him a photo of me doing something stupid.
I took pictures of the damage and helping people and doing the power, but this one was very low angle. Very.
Oh.
No.
I sabotaged the title a little and took the word pervert out of it, but
Well, my
Sorry.
reputation goes up with certain sectors of the fan community.
Your life is always looking up, isn't it?
Let's see, which reporter will I have write the article?
Bevan.
Bevan. Very good. But which reporter will rewrite his article?
Dripping Clunge, Soviet.
Well, I mean, I was fairly petty today when protecting all of the city and didn't protect the Cold Rocks Post.
Ooh, karma. Ooh, karma. I'll just keep repeating that like it means stuff.
Karma, dude, karma.
Whoa!
Karma.
I get it.
there were a lot of good footage there, but he just kind of put them through a shredder and.
Suppose we should find out what the gamer contacted us about.
So while I'm waiting, I would have got the map, and I would be drawing stuff that I remember where they've searched. and-
Aegis is in the base, and so is Dr. Goodman. Simon's like, I'm not going to be able to make it. I have lots of paperwork to do.
I'd say, well, I'd give him the mental image of what I found out in DMV.
True, you could just look at the map and then.
We'll just remember it.
Remember the map,
Oh boy!
and that's what I'm going to talk to the guys about. So you already know.
Mental image.
Yep. I'll talk to Dr. Goodman.
And so you see, I actually know what it is, but it seems to react. Oh, hello!
What is he holding?
File full of black goo.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
file
God.
goes. Yeah. Why are you looking at talking to your friend again?
No, you really shouldn't play with that.
Have to be extremely. Someone's here.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, hello! How are you doing?
And how are you doing?
He looks really ill.
What? Are you all right?
No, the fire, it burns. And it won't
It's
stop.
still burning, isn't it?
It's
always
at, it's
burning.
at bay and it will always burn. And since the world was... Bots. Yes. I was just explaining to your brother how I have a theory that black goo is so aware of everything, so it has to now be in the cabinet. Otherwise it could see us. It could watch us.
You were keeping it in the cabinet before.
On the bench. Thankfully no one knocked it over. I mean, it was right on the edge like this. So, how can I help you? Both. Yes.
We're going to have a meeting. Soon,
I'll
and-
come. Yes. Let me just get my things. We'll take like several syringes off the. You need this. give it to Soviet when she's on fire. Right in the arm. Yes, and this one, yes, you give it to anyone you come across who is inside of a video game, and that will bring them out. And this one is for you. It will stop those violent tendencies when they get out of hand. Little calming, yes. Looks like, huh. And the needle just goes. See, the little problem with invincible skin is that needles don't work. Yes. Anyway.
Make it a solution.
Suppository. Ate there for breakfast. Right, so everyone's assembled.
Yeah. Yep, I'm there.
So, obviously, I wasn't out helping today, but I was on another job. I spent a wee bit of time in the DMV.
Evil.
You were captured?
No, I was working for them.
Cousin with the boobs.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Evil.
She wanted me to do an IT job for her.
Did you plug in the keyboard?
No, it wasn't the keyboard. She forgot to. Anyway.
In your future, it wasn't the plug in the keyboard.
Anyway, so while I was in her computer and looking at a few things, one, the system the computer's built on is the same as the system that I saw on Dr. Destructo's island, and also in Greenpeace's computer, same architecture.
I remember you saying that Dr. Destructo's archaic old systems were more like that, but he has a new updated one. But they're very similar to the
Yes, but they're all.
system the DMV used.
It's aware. It's self-aware.
Possibly.
I didn't have enough time, but what I did have enough time to do is the map. And I'll show you the map and all these circles.
These are places they think we are? Or
That's
look?
places where they know we're not.
Oh.
Yeah, notice they're getting closer and
Is
closer.
Drake Manor somewhere they know we're not?
Nope.
No.
They know our signatures too, our parasignatures.
Yeah, maybe introduce a trace from
No, not just the mutants. They also know Magnus's parasignature.
That's impossible.
That's because Magnus the Magnificent used a specific spell to make it look like he was a mutant to detectors.
Magnus.
None of you guys ever learned this. It
No.
was a requirement for him being a mage.
Did I know this, or?
Yes, that's
yeah.
what I've just told
Yeah,
you.
Well, actually, Magnus uses magic to make it seem like he's a mutant instead of a magician. So his
Of
power
course.
shows up on scanners.
Oh, okay, yep, no, that's understandable.
That makes a lot of sense.
Anyway,
It's one of the few things about him that did.
so I suggest we don't use the Plastics Advisory board entrance for the near future, or
My laboratories are fun too. They haven't found the main
no,
one. Secret one here. I mean, it's not there. You
Yeah.
didn't just learn where his special secret lab is.
which we just did.
Yeah. No, you did.
Yeah,
And he's like, no, it's not. I mean, it's actually over there.
And remember it.
Yep.
yep.
So long
I
as
know.
you say you remember.
I remember it, alright.
Even I'm remembering that one.
Oh no, you can forget.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
dear,
can't.
I just remembered something I have to do. I will be back later. We'll bustle off. Looking very erratic.
Anyway, so you'll remember, but you can catch the subway to Station H. You come through secret entrance.
I can take you in through Burning Sands with Nisa, if necessary.
Anyone have their enhanced senses on?
When Goodman leaped, yes.
There's movement coming towards you from somewhere in the base. Someone moving deliberately, stealthily.
I want to ground down the leader marker. I want to hide the to fire by the taker. I want to why you lead again on the table. I want to unknown danger trance.
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.